Hi guys, in this video we're going to just look at another example of total surface area of prisms, and this is like, I guess, a composite shape where it includes a rectangular prism plus a cylindrical, or like a cylinder or half cylinder on the top of a letterbox. So in this case, this scenario states that this letterbox needs to be spray painted. The only part that's not to be spray painted is the slot that's highlighted in the yellow. Okay, so we're going to be looking at what pieces, breaking it down into pieces, and then going from there. Okay, so what I might do is I'll move this to the side, and so we got some more room. And I'm going to start with the obvious. Okay, so we've got this rectangle here. So that rectangle is 25 by 30. Now it's really important, and there's a lot of numbers, a lot of arrows. Please take your time with this to make sure that you know what you're working with, and that you're doing it methodically and carefully. So this side of the rectangle, we have another one at the back, okay, of the letterbox. So we want two of those, and the area of this rectangle is going to be 25 times 30, okay, and we want two of them, okay. So that side is equal to that side is equal to that side, okay. Let's do this one at a time. And so 25 times 30 is equal to 750. We got two of them. We got 1500. So 1500 centimeters squared. Okay. So the good thing about all these units of measurement, they're all the same. So we don't have to worry about converting. Okay. So that's that part done. Okay. Then let's move on to the next part. We've got let's say this rectangle at the bottom, which is the base of our letterbox. There's no other ones that are the same, so let's just go, well, this one here is 25 and this length here is 75. So the area of this rectangle is 25 times 75, which is 1875 centimeters squared. Okay, so we've got the front, we've got the base, and now we'll move on to these side walls here, and we've got another one on the other side. So these rectangles here is 30 high. Okay, so that side is the same, and then the length is by 75. And 30 times 75 is the area of the rectangle. We've got two of them, so we're going to double it. Okay, 30 times 75, and then because we got two of them, so we got 4,500. So 4,500 centimeters square is the area for these two sides of the letterbox. Okay. Next part. We have now this part here. Okay, and we've got two of them. Okay, they are semicircles. Two semicircles makes a full circle. Okay, so if we've got two of these, that's the same as one hole. Okay, all right, and so we don't have to work out half a circle and then double that. We can just work out a full circle. Okay, so the radius of this circle is, so we look at this length here. Notice that it's 25 going all the way across. So that means this length is going to be half of that, so 12.5. So our radius is 12.5. Our formula for a circle is pi r squared. So we want pi times 12.5 squared. We can also work it out a different way. Okay, notice that this length is 30, but this entire length is 42.5. So this 42.5 minus 30 is still 12.5. Okay, that's another way to check that you've got it right. So let's put that in our calculator. We got 12.5 squared times pi is going to give us 490.87. What we might do is we'll round it off to the nearest whole. So 12.5 squared times pi will make it 491. 491 centimeters squared. So we're almost there. We've got this part, we've got that part, we've got all the sides and the floor of it. Then now we've got the curved part of this rectangle. Oh, sorry, this half cylinder. So let's choose a different color again. And so to work out this area, we have a rectangle, okay? And we know that that side of the rectangle, sorry, of the cylinder is going to be not a full cylinder, but half a cylinder, okay? So let's go back to this part here. Okay, so notice that this here is 2 pi r times h. So this tube here is only going to be 2 pi r h here, okay? We don't need the full circle. We only need half of it, okay? So to halve it, we need to divide by 2, which leaves only pi r h, okay? So half of 2 is just 1, so pi r h is going to be just the curve, but for half a cylinder. So we want pi RH as our formula to work out this area. And we know the height is that distance there, which is 75. We know the radius already is 12.5. And we're going to multiply that by pi. Oops. Let's go to our calculator again. So 75 times 12.5 times pi gives us 2945. Let's round it off to the whole, nearest whole, 2945. 2945 centimeters squared. So what we have now is this. We've got that number, that value, that value, that value, and that value that we're going to add all together for this point in time. So 1500 plus 1875 plus 4500 plus 491 plus 2945 is equal to, and I'm doing this in steps and in stages because I don't want to leave anything behind. And sometimes going a bit too far, too fast and skipping steps leads us to missing things and getting the wrong answer. So 11,311. So 11,311 centimeters square is almost the total, but we need to remember that back to the start that this yellow rectangle there is not required to be spray painted. So we need to actually remove and take away this area from this total, okay? So we need to take away this rectangle, which is 20 by 4, okay? So 20 by 4 is 80 centimeters squared. That is this portion here that we don't count. And we're going to take away 80 centimeters squared from that total.